is ta and ta. Ta and ta. You see, you're going to the same position to make the sound, but you're letting it out differently. Here, you're letting it straight out the front. Ta. Here, you're going in the throat of ta. You drop the jaw. Ta. Ta. You can't say this without dropping the jaw. Ta. Ta. Okay? So ta and ta. And that makes a difference. So this also is the reason why some people are disappointed with me, because I don't try to use and refuse to use any transliteration. What I mean by transliteration is use English letters to represent the Arabic sound. Because here's the first problem right here. If I want to use English letters, then I'd have to use a T for this and a T for this. Then how are you going to know which one it is? You see? And it makes a difference which one it is, because it'll be a different word. Yes. If you change letters, it's going to be a different word. Okay? So ta, again. Ta. Say it behind me. Ta. 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 All right, now I'm going to cross that one out so we know we have it done. All right. Now what I have on the chart, I have them in pretty color, beautiful colors. All right, but you don't get a chance to see me do it. Okay. Then the next one. This one has pair also. As a matter of fact, it's 3 of them. It's instead of just 2. It's just 2 of these, ta and ta. This is tha, tha, and tha. Okay, so let's underline it so we know. Tha, tha, and tha. All right. So if I were trying to transliterate, then I have to use th for each one of those. And how are you going to know which one it is? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
What did you say it was?
This one, tha. We're gonna go over them again.
No, I'm just putting them on.
You know, but you're doing something I don't want you to do, sis. You know what you're doing? I got good eyes. I can see back there and over behind the face. You put English letters down there, aren't you?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, good. Okay, good. All right.
I just wanted to know exactly which one you're talking about. I'm matching them up.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Good. Well, please don't use. She's not. So that's good. Obviously, good stuff. But don't try to use English letters. What we do is we just have to keep going over them. So I'm not going to go over this again. But what you can do is catch me on the side and say, or you can call me. You tell me what the letter looks like. I can tell you which one it is. All right. Okay. So because if you cheat, first of all, you'll be cheating yourself twice, maybe 3 times. First of all, you're going to get it mixed up. You're not going to know what the sound is when you start using English letters, because the English letters is not going to give you this distinction between that, and tha. It's not going to give you that distinction, just th. All right. Then the other thing is that you have now tricked yourself out of your commitment. Your commitment is that you are going to learn Arabic, right? Right. But then you fool yourself by saying, yeah, but these marks ain't no good. I need some real letters. And the brother actually said that to me once at Stateville Prison. He asked me how to spell Sakoon, and so I wrote it on the board for him. He said, no, I mean real letters. That's what you're saying. He just said it straight out. If you change to try to use English letters, then you're saying these are not real. So now you have counterfeited your commitment and made yourself confused, because now you think that you can learn Arabic with actually, you have actually not confused. You have disenfranchised the language, because you say the language is not legitimate. And those marks that we use for English, they are no more legitimate than these. You just have agreed upon them already. Yes.
What does English look like?
English?
Are you talking about the English thing? I mean, I'm writing down what you have. When you're talking about the English, what do it?
I was talking about the English letters, like you write, like you spell your name on there. I was talking about English letters that we use.
No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I was saying, what do it look like? I mean, you just like write my name and whatever. Okay, so I'm doing it like this here.
Yeah, and that's what you should do. You should write just what I have on the board, right?
Okay.
And then we just have to keep going over them. Just have to keep going over them, you know. And get your husband to call me, and we'll go over, because you're a serious student, Brother Salim. If you don't have my number, I can give it to you. You know, you can call me and tell me what you want, and then I can tell you what it is. All right, because I don't want to discourage you at all, because you are definitely a good student. All right. You've been talking for everybody. Ain't nobody else saying nothing. All right. Okay, but you're asking good questions. Okay, so now we have these are triplets. These were twins here, ta and ta. Now we have tha, tha, and tha. Okay, so I'm going to now pronounce these. I want you to pronounce them after me, but I want you to realize something as we do this. Because I'm going to have to do some changing in the other case. This one I'm going to keep writing in the same alphabetical order. But when I get to one situation, I'm going to have to change the alphabetical order to demonstrate what I'm talking about. And that is, this comes out of the front of the mouth. This comes out of the middle of the mouth with air. This comes out of the throat with air. This and this would be the same if they came out the same way. But this one comes out of the middle of the mouth with air, and then this one goes all the way in the throat. But they both of these come out with air. Okay. So and so I'm going to go through them in that order because we start front of the mouth, middle of the mouth, throat. Okay, and that's the process. So when we get to another one, we get to others, I may have to change the position. We didn't have to change the position here because these are already in alphabetical order, and now these are in alphabetical order also. So here we go. After me, please. That, 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 thaw, thaw. Now we're going to go through each one of them one at a time so that you can switch place, all right? That, that, thaw. See how you're starting in the front of your mouth? That, thaw. One more time. That, thaw. All right. So now let's mark that one out. And now we're going, the next letter that we had that has a cousin or whatever you want to call it is this one right here. But now this one I'm going to have to change the order because this one is softer than this one. This is the front of the mouth and this is just about the middle of the mouth. You just put a little air with it. But they're both the same position. But here we go. So I'm going to start here with this one and say ha, ha. See? Ha, ha. Ha, ha. Okay. Any questions on that? All right, so I changed the order. Why? So we can start in the front of the mouth. So that you can understand that process. That it goes from the front of the mouth, the middle of the mouth. You got 3 different places in the mouth that you can pronounce from the same position. Be the same position, but when you let it out, you're coming from 3 different places. All right, so let's check this one off. And now we're going right along. We have this one. Da. And its twin is daw. All right. Now, what you should be doing, Sister Celine, you should, and I don't know your name, I call you by your husband's name, but and that's his first name, Elamine, Sister Elamine. I got you now, Sister Elamine. Okay. All right. I'm used to calling him Celine, so I'll think about his last name. Okay. All right. Sister Elamine, what you should be doing is writing these pairs together. Okay. Very good. All right. Very good. Very good. Write the pairs together. So this and this should be together. And even though so that way by writing them together, then even if you can't remember what it is right now, at least you will know that they are the same. Okay. All right. So write them together. Write this and this together, and this and this together, and now we're doing and this together, and now we're going to do this and this. And so this one is already in alphabetical. I mean, in the proper order for the mouth. All right. Da. After me. Da. Daw. Da. Daw. Da. Daw. One more time for good. Da. Daw. All right. So we're going in the throat. Daw. Okay. Da and daw. So now let's cross that one out, and let's see what's next on the. All right. And I'm crossing them out in that way I don't have to be confused as I go along. So now we keep on going. And some people think this and this are the same, but they're not. The za and sa, that's 2 different positions. Za and then sa. That's 2 different positions. So let's go on and we do have this one, sa, and this one. They are twins. Sa and saw. Sa, saw. Sa, saw. I just had something funny went through my head. It was good. I said, And some of the students turned their back to me, but they're looking at the screen. So alhamdulillah, they turned it back to me. I'm trying to teach them, turn it back. Okay, that's good, Sister P. Right on, doing what you do. Okay, so now, and so if you were in English, you'd have to use the same letter. This letter here does have an English counterpart, but I'm not going to even tell you what it is. If you know what it is, that's fine, but I don't even want to get involved in that, okay? Because we're not going to deal with transliteration at all. So we have, these are in the order of the mouth also. Sa, saw. Sa, saw. One more time. Sa, saw. All right. So now we've marked that off. And we know we got a set of triplets. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So going along, and here's the triplet here. This and this. Oh, I missed it up here. I should have gotten this one here. That's right, I should have gotten this one. I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay, but that's all right. We still got it. Okay. Now I'm going to have to switch the alphabetical order around because this one is not in the front of the mouth. Where we want to go to the front of the mouth, right? This is not the front of the mouth. This is in the middle of the mouth. And this one is all the way down in the throat. So this one is in the front of the mouth. But both of them, all right? So we get cat, ka, call. Cat, ka, call. Cat, ka, call. You see that movement? Cat, ka, call. All right? So these are triplets. All right? And I believe that's the last of our cousins or whatever you want to call them. So we had, let's do that one more time, all right? Ka, ka, call. Ka, ka, call. All right, any questions? Any questions about what we have presented here today? Because this is going, now you're going to have, I know you may not have questions now, but if you're going to learn the language, you will have some questions later on. But you're free to call me or catch me on a first Sunday night when we get here a little early, whatever, and we'll help you to clear it up, all right? That is very important. This distinction that we showed you here is very important so that you don't have to try, and you should not. Don't cripple yourself. I don't care if somebody gives you transliteration. Don't accept it. I don't mean don't accept the gift. You don't want to insult anybody. I had a sister, may Allah be pleased with her, she is transpired, now transisted, all right, but she gave me a Holy Quran that had, this is what you need. It has 3 columns. It has English translation, transliteration, and no, Arabic, transliteration, and translation. That stuff had some of the most confused stuff. It all depends who does that transliteration. I'm telling you, because I'm going to tell you if I can look at transliteration and tell you what the ethnicity is. Because if it's a Pakistani, I won't say they don't know how, but they think they're not supposed to put that tongue between the teeth. So instead of this saying that, they say sat. And the same little brothers that lived across the street from me, one of them was 10, and I think the other one was 8, almost 9. Thank you. I was hoping somebody would do that for me. Almost 9. And the older one, they had a teacher before. When the mother came over, she told me that the teacher had gone back to Pakistan, and she wanted somebody to teach her boys. All right. So the older one, when we got to that, we were reading the Quran with them. When I had the other student, we'd go straight to the Quran and read. And so I said that, and you could see him. I mean, he'd be tightening up. He was too respectful to say anything, but that ain't what it is. And so when I let him read by himself, he just said sat. So I understood exactly what I didn't confront him, but I didn't have anything but cassette tapes then. So I got Sheikh El-Husri, the one that I was listening to here, and I queued it up to where we would be reading the next day when they came over. And then I played those. And I say, see that? And he's looking at, and Sheikh El-Husri, who was Egyptian, of African heritage. He died in about 1982 or something. He's of African heritage, but and when he heard that, then he accepted. The younger one, he didn't have any problem in saying that. But the older one was saying sa, because that's what his teacher had taught him, and that was his first teacher, and that's what it is.